I'm gonna give you 10 random facts that I feel like you need to know when it comes to knowing yourself. Let's be real, if you don't know your vagina, do you even know who you are? Hey loves, it's Lavishly Britt and I'm back again with another girl talk. But this girl talk, we gonna get real nice and personal. We're gonna be talking about vagina. We all have one. Okay, well, not we all. If you a male, I don't know why you're here, but hey, this is the Lavish fam over here, and you know, we just talking about vaginas today.
Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.
Let's hop right into this because I don't want to hold you, okay? Knowledge is power and time is money. So let's get it. First things first, people name it all types of things. Woo-has and vajayjays. Ooh, let me know if the word vajayjay makes you cringe down in the comments below. But like, people name their vaginal parts all type of things. And to me, I really honestly didn't think about it until I had my daughter. And I was like, what are you gonna call it when you're talking to her? And honestly, I came up with the fact of I'm just gonna call it what it is. I don't want to confuse her. I don't really want to give her little cute names like Patricia, and then she meet a girl named Patricia and she's like, we're talking about pretty much what you see when you look down there, which would include anything from like the clitoris, the urethra, the labia, major and minor, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing those right, and the pubes. All of that would be considered females' external sex organs. So, the correct term to really describe all of those things would be vulva, whereas the word vagina actually relates to a muscular, elastic canal that extends from the cervix to your hymen. So if you don't know what a hymen is, you know, go ahead and Google that real quick so you can figure out what that is, because you know, I can't include the graphic stuff that really will make this stuff trigger to you in this video because I get demonetized. And that's not what we want. So hopping right on to number 2. You should work out. We got a good thing. I don't know if I can see you again. All right, if y'all know what I'm talking about, then we can't even fool. Anyways, working out. No, I'm not talking about like sexually working your vagina out. I'm talking about Kegel exercises. Wow, I do want to hit on the quick point of having regular, healthy, safe sex is beneficial to your vagina, but we're not talking about that type of workout. If you've never heard of Kegel exercises, look them up. They're pretty much essentially pelvic floor exercises. It's just going to help you tighten up down there. Number 3, your vagina should maintain a pH of less than 4.5, and this is for a normal vagina, okay? We're not talking about the extraordinaries and the I wouldn't want to be you. So if you didn't know, just a little fun fact, your vagina's pH is very similar to that of wine. If you want to do any research related to your vaginal pH, you'll find plenty of things that bring up like a fun fact of, hey, you know, you're similar to wine. While most wines will fall between a pH of 3.0 to 4.0, depending on the range of whether you prefer white wines or red wines. I'm personally team red wine, but a normal vagina will fall anywhere from 3.8 to 4.5 in their vaginal pH level. Now, the reason your pH level is very important is because this is going to be how you can kind of regulate whether there is an infection growing down there or whether you're good in the hood. Because when your pH levels reach a level of more than 4.5, that is breeding grounds for yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis, also known as BV. Okay, girl, like, you don't want that. You don't be walking around real stank, real funky. Now, if you want something to be proud about as being a female, because I know us as women, we like to play our violin and be like, man, y'all don't have it as bad as us. Oh my gosh, we go through a menstrual cycle every month. Trust me, I feel you, sis. I'm here with you. But the clitoris is an award-winning show, if you did not know. Fun fact, clitoris has 8,000 nerve endings. Wow! You know, our counterparts, the male, their penises, have only 4,000 nerve endings. That means stimulation of the clitoris is like far more intense than that of a male. So no matter how much his orgasm may feel and doesn't seem all extravagant, know that you can achieve better, sis. Okay, you can do better. I can't do anything better than you. Some women may find that they don't like that direct stimuli because they will find that to be painful. I just want you to know that is part of the reality. Okay, not everybody's gonna like it. Number 5, a really important one that I did not even understand growing up, because okay, one reason I really want to get into these girl talk videos, especially when it comes to female anatomy and learning and understanding our bodies, is because I didn't have nobody telling me this stuff growing up. And some of the stuff I might have recently just learned, like, you know, a few years ago.
Oh my God, you for real? No, you for fake. No, you for real.
It's the truth, so I want y'all to learn as much as you can, as early as you can. Even if you learn it late, it's better late than never. But like I was saying, this 5th thing is very, very common, and that is vaginal yeast infections. I didn't know how common they were growing up. I used to hear girls talk about them all the time, like, ew, she got yeast. And they were so catty about it, like, you know, like if somebody found out something was wrong with you, like it was something to tell. They can be caused by so many things so easily. Rough sex, diabetes, birth control, shaving, your body care routine, the type of underwear you wear. Moisture alone can cause yeast infection. So with that being said, be sure to let it breathe, okay? Let it dry, let it air out. Don't feel like you are alone, okay? Just know this is very common within vaginal health. So 6 is also something that I want to use to piggyback off of number 5. This one's gonna be a hard one for y'all to grasp, okay? Your vagina cleans itself. I said what I said, I meant what I said. You got to stop, you know, using these Bath and Body Works, this Victoria's Secret up in there. Don't be in there with your washcloth scrubbing, and no, doing that can cause a yeast infection. Products like that end up doing more bad than good. While you think you're using these products and they're going to help you smell minty fresh, they're going to interfere with that natural balance of bacteria, and that's going to end up causing you infections like BV and yeast infections. Your vagina is full of glands, and these glands are going to cause your body to leak discharge. Now, if you never heard of discharge, sis, where have you been? Discharge that you see coming out is to clean itself, which now leads me into point number 7, which is that discharge, while it's normal, it is not always normal. So I need you to be paying attention to your discharge. Your discharge can tell you a lot about yourself. Okay, if you never, you know, put it between your fingers and did the little, you don't know your body as well as you think you do, sis. If you didn't know, the quality and the quantity of your discharge changes throughout the month of your cycle. Like things you need to look for when it comes to your discharge as a sign of it not being normal, like mayday, mayday, we going down. If you see your discharge and it looks all chunky, if it looks all foamy, if it has a foul smell, if you start feeling sensations of burning, itching, any type of irritation, the color is off, because if your discharge is not normal, which is, you know, going to be either on the thin or thick side, depending on who you are. You need to figure out what is normal for your body, and it's usually going to be either clear or whitish. One of those two are usually normal. So if it's anything that's off color, a little brown, a little red, a little green, a little yellow, you fit any of those categories of it not being classified as normal, you need to go to a doctor. You need to get that checked out. It's better to be safe than sorry. You don't want to leave any infection just lingering on too long, because that can have very bad side effects on your overall health. Number 8. Now this one I know is gonna make a lot of people uncomfortable. I used to feel very uncomfortable when it came to the conversation of vaginal wetness. Like, you know, it's always been something to rave about, like, oh, you know, I'm wet, stuff like that. But nobody really wants to have the conversation of that you can be wet without being sexually aroused. And I feel like, especially for our younger women, this is very important to understand. And I'm going to get to that point in just a second. Your vulva has a high concentration of sweat glands. Every day, your hormones are going to cause your body to excrete some cervical mucus. And if you didn't know, our vaginas are programmed to automatically lubricate themselves upon touch. And that's without being aroused, okay? Without being sexually aroused. And the reason this is important for you all to understand is that in times of desperation, desperate need when something may be happening against your will, pretty much. I want you to understand that vaginal wetness is not a consent, and the only consent should ever be verbal, okay? Do not let your vaginal wetness, no matter the circumstances, speak for you. You speak. Don't let it speak. It don't have a voice. You are the voice. Never. Hopping on over to number 9. Now, this one I added towards the end for a reason, because I'm very indifferent about. One thing about me when it comes to my vagina that I have a problem with is the fact that my menstrual cycles kick my butt every month. And I've researched everything under this blue sky, and I'm like, I just don't know if I can get jiggy with it, okay? But I've researched that having an orgasm can actually relieve your PMS cramps. Now, I can't say this is true because I've never experienced this for myself, because honestly, the thought of it made me gag. I just don't see how. Like, I'm already in so much pain and just thought, like, the mess. It is said that it helps to relieve your cramps because it increases the blood flow. Uterine muscles begin to contract, and you will get a rush of endorphins. Now, I've never tried this, but sis, if you are open to sharing and you have, please drop it in the comments below. Or if you want to, you can send me a DM, because I'm honestly just intrigued. Like, I don't know if it's for me. But moving on to the last thing I want to give you all in this video, and it's not the last thing you need to know, okay sis? You need to keep on seeking this knowledge. It's important. But the last thing I want to give you in this video is one that's very funny to me, because this is something that I wanted to know as a kid, okay? I used to always be so like, oh my gosh, is my vagina gonna fall out? And the crazy thing is, it's possible. Your vagina can fall out. Now, I know some of y'all probably like, no, you lying. You lying, sis. I promise you I'm not lying, okay? The grass is green and the sky is blue. Now, I've actually seen this happen, not on a human, but on a dog before, and it's called a prolapse. So it's pretty much where the vagina or the uterus and the vagina pretty much protrude out of your body. And it's as crazy as it sounds. Like, you can Google search it. Again, I'm not gonna be putting none of this in the video, because, and this is more likely known to happen after childbirth or after menopause. While this possible, it is extremely rare and can be repaired with surgery. So no worries, you ain't gotta walk around with your vagina hanging out of you. If you all enjoyed this video, as always, remember, you're popping, you're beautiful. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and enjoyed it and you found it helpful. Follow me over on Instagram, and as always, remember, you're popping, you're beautiful, and I love. My focus messed that up. And I love you. Bye. Why you at it? Go ahead and watch another video. Another video. Hey, another video. That one right there looks kind of good. Go ahead.